Oh god, okay, let's see if this works. So it's been a while. None of you probably know who I am from before, but I used to run a, well, I used to co-run a YouTube channel called Gem Buds. I think now it's called Ramo Learns to Draw because I was too busy and I couldn't continue. I'll leave a link in the description below with what I did. I think I used to do a series of tutorials and helpful things that I said I would want to do, but it didn't turn out well. I was juggling too many things at once, and so that fell through the cracks, which is unfortunate because I did really like what I was doing at that time. But them's the breaks. With this one, I think I just want to really, I think I just want to have fun, draw, and talk you through my process. I currently do not have a camera. Originally, I was thinking of doing a traditional thing and providing live commentary with some friends, but that did not work out. So that's not gonna be a thing for a while, I think. But this is fine. I think there's not a lot of people who do real time um, digital paintings and talking. I'm not gonna be able to finish this at one time, but that's fine. It'll just be like a series before it's finished. I was going to, I was like thinking about doing like commentary along with a friend, just chatting along with it. But you guys are my friends. There's no one right now. It's fine. Oh, dang. Light sunset. I think I'm going for like a sunset kind of feel. You can see that I have more kind of wrapped together reference. I was thinking of holding a light wire, but I actually really like the whole blowing a smoke oh my god, I can't think, like a plume of raven smoke, and I thought that was a really cool concept, so I'm gonna do that instead. But one thing you're supposed to do is if it's a light highlight, your shadow should be cooler. So let's change the hue of. No, that's going red. I think I want it a little more. Yeah. If you hear my phone vibrating, I'm so sorry. Um, yeah, but that's kind of what I was thinking of doing. This is a witch's tower. Let's see. I'm gonna lay down the basic colors first. Again, like I said, I'm not planning on finishing this, so this is all very rough. This is just me trying to test out different colors that I think would be nice. Um, I'm not a very good artist, but I'm trying, and I thought that hey, maybe people would like to learn along with me. So this is definitely a draw with me kind of video. I'm gonna say a lot as I'm gonna start realizing this is fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. But basically, I am drawing as I talk, and that is a multitasking endeavor that I have not done before. Not without like people responding to me, so this could be getting a little boring at some point, but that's fine. Let's see. Right now, it's gonna be very. There's not going to be a lot of contrast right now until I finish things out, but I'm going to set the basic colors that I kind of want everything to be before I add overlays and other snazzy stuff. This is going to be very boring for those of you who already know how to draw. I really need to bring in someone else for this, I think, but this is fine. So, what did I talk about this piece? Um, I actually started this on a Monday at a spur of the moment, so absolutely there was no planning going into this. If there was, I would have recorded the process. I just one day started up saying like, I really like ladies, and they look really cool. I'm gonna draw some ladies looking really cool. So I've been making some OCs, and they're all quite witchy. So what came out of that is that a lot of recommended stuff for me is just, hey, here's some witches. So I'm like, alright, I'll see what you want me to do, Pinterest. And I accept. I'm trying to look up that, hold on a minute, I'm trying to look up that long pipe. You know, the one from XXX Holic, the one that she always had. I feel like I'm dating myself, but honestly, Clamp is amazing, and I love him so much. Okay, so I was putting the little thingy too big. The bowl? The thing. But, yeah, this is all very chill, and tell me what you guys want to see more of, and I'll do my best to do that. There's really nothing else I can say, so, oh god. What do you guys want to know? Like, is this something you guys would be interested in? Is this something that people would like? Honestly, it's fine if no one likes it. I am doing this for myself at this point. What color should her hair be? I mean, I made the background like this really bright orange, so maybe like a desaturated orange, a kind of blonde hair color. I'm such a huge fan of like white hair and tan skin. That's just my new thing. God, don't judge me. Okay. I'm also listening to music while I do this, so that I might start singing, and I am trying to do as little cutting out as possible. Hopefully it won't be too jarring or like annoying, because I want to be as natural, transparent as possible. Ooh, you know what'd be cool? If it's like Rapunzel, if she ever took after Gotham, so she would have these long flowing locks. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be fun. Yes. I like this idea. Oh, I'm having a lot of fun now. God. I'm not sure what I can do that won't get me sued. Ah. Anyways, I'm gonna keep this fairly, like, I'm gonna keep this fairly, universally, like, setting. How do I say this? There's a term for it when you do art. Keep it uniform, like cohesive. If you have too many colors, what tends to happen is that it gets very jarring, and if colors are all too vibrant, they tend to compete with each other. It's kind of like if you have two siblings and they're both screaming for your attention. I know people know what I'm talking about, so I don't need to explain myself, but, well, maybe not. There are people who are single siblings, but you all have those friends, right? Trademark those friends. They're great people, but but yeah, basically, you want to have one saturated color, which is like this is very vibrant, and then the other stuff. I think Cypriasin has a really good video about color theory. I'll try to look for it and put it in the thing. But basically, if you have one saturated color, you can pick other colors in conjunction to that, but it would have to be a certain level of saturation to make sure it doesn't like over what? Overwhelm the others. Yeah. That's it. I can talk. But yeah, I think I'm gonna finish like blocking in some more colors, and then I'll go with some simplified blocking in because I feel like this is getting quite long and I doubt any of you want to listen to me for that long. I might be wrong, let me know, but my attention span itself is very small. I'll try to upload as much as possible. This is also a way for me to draw daily. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a personal project for me to just draw more. And so, please talk to me if you want to be on call at some point with me. Just like message me and I'll put you up on Discord and we could talk about it. Otherwise, my computer does not let me stream. I would love to stream, but the IP address doesn't really work properly for me. So that's not going to be a thing. Unless I get a new computer, which is not in the cards right now. Yeah, so this is just blocking in basic colors. Let's see. I'll fix this later in the next video, but I'm working on one layer. What's nice about that is that you can just draw over things you don't like. But also you can't, well, it's one layer, so there's a little setbacks to that, but I feel like it could be worth it, you know? But it's really nice when you're just starting out to do your layers. It keeps you loose. It makes it so you can't really like hyper focus. God knows I've been guilty of it in the past before. But if you hyper focus and you go into one area and suddenly like, oh, this looks really nice, and you zoom out and everything looks so weird. So it's just really management issues. Like you can see that this is super zoomed out because it's easier to get a vantage point from that. This is just gonna become a drawing diary, isn't it? I hope you guys don't mind that. It's very soothing. Although I guess this is gonna become a really bad habit of mine. Oh well, this is fine. People are gonna look at me weirdly when I go back to school. Oh my god. Anyways, does anybody know how I can tag stuff on this on the site? I don't know. Apparently you can. It's just a process. It has to do with algorithm or something like that. But if you like it, please leave a comment, and it just helps people see the video more. I don't know how YouTube works. This is fine. Boy. I doubt this is very interesting right now. I'm so sorry I keep saying this. We'll spice it up in the next video. I think I'm gonna stop it here and I'll look back tomorrow to see how I like the colors. Let's see, if I do a brush, I can color pick right there and then I can go back out and it can do that. So it makes a nice gradation with what you want it to look like and gives it a very painterly kind of feel, which I personally very much enjoy. You don't have to everyone has their different types of painting styles. Like if you guys want to tell me what's your favorite painting method, I'd love to hear about that. Yeah, this is super messy. Don't worry about it. This will get better. I feel like this is an empty promise I'm making. I see a lot of very rendered pieces from other people, and I love those pieces. It's just, I feel like we don't really, like I see a lot of traditional pieces that do go step by step and they just draw and teach you how to draw. and how their process goes. But I don't see a lot of that for digital art. With digital art, what I see most of is speed paints. I rarely even see real time, and I think that's very unfortunate because there's so much that goes into digital art, and a lot of people don't understand it. To demystify it, I feel like we need something like this. Although I'm not gonna pretend like I'm the end all blah 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 savior whatever. That's a weird thing for me to even bring up, isn't it? Oh boy. Hmm. Like yeah. Hmm. No, that's fine. I'll do the overlay at the end. Let's see. Let's see. That's a multiply layer, and um, okay. Let's see. So we do that, and smoke would be coming back. Okay. Like when you zoom in, you get very absorbed into what you're doing right now. I'm actually zoomed in 450%. So it's not as though I can really take in the full picture of what my inking is doing with the rest of the other pictures, you know? So that's why I have this one over here, which makes sure I'm not like drawing the eyes like, oh, that's balanced, and then it's out of proportion with the rest of the body or making it look really awkward. Okay, definitely next time I will bring someone else along with me to do this. But this time, I've been saying that I should go, but I haven't gone yet. See, this is what happens when you start drawing, it's just you can't stop. Does anyone else get that? Because boy, do I get that. I'm gonna try to work with a more limited palette to keep it from being overbearing. Let's go back to multiply. I need to... Okay, we're going to go into another layer. And then we're going to... Okay, so that's one. And let's go that way. What I've noticed or like learned is that natural shapes like smoke is very, how to say, is very curvy. Natural shapes are usually very yeah, amoeba-like, very curvy. It's just how nature does things, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But if you see like rivers and how they change, that's kind of what it goes with. If you look at a map of the United States, you can tell where the states are divided by a natural landform, like the Rockies or the or the eastern states, I think. You know, if you look at Nevada and and all those places kind of gained with the Louisiana Treaty, they're they're basically squares. Like, they're literally just some sort of geometric shape. And those are like created, which you can tell. It's not that hard to tell, you know? If you give more of a relaxed feel, it'll look a little more realistic. Um, you can also tell there's a little bit of this like outline. I'll fix that in the next like draw. God, this is getting so long, isn't it? Tell me if you guys want something shorter or even longer, because at this point I'm just rambling and well, yeah, I don't know, man. I guess I'll cut it off now, but I'll keep recording. You guys just won't know it until next time, because this looks so weird right now. God. You know, if I was a smart kid, I would have done the line art first, but no, I chose form instead of that. I'm very smart. Oh yeah, so the little things that I were making before, those were feathers meant to balance out the smoke, kind of. I don't know if it works yet, but yeah, that works. That's fine. Let's go with a nice desaturated green. Okay, so let's do that. And I want the light. Where do I want the sun to come from? Because right now it's just very flat from that side. Let's see. I don't really want like a huge backlight, so I'm gonna make the light come from this way, this way. So we're gonna soft brush. Of course, this is going to be softened. Whoever told you digital art was not messy is a liar. And also, please don't tell me that this is like the inside here is from perspective. I am well aware of it. But I'm not going to stress too much about it currently, because if I do, it won't ever end. Because that's just who I am, and that's okay. This is honestly a spur of the moment thing. Let's blend this out. Well, this is fine. Yeah, for now, I'm really going to stop now, because let's put this as video 1, because it's not going to ever end.